Libra scales, Libra scales. What's going on, Libra? Here's your reading for March 2020. If you're new to the channel, hey, what's up? And I'm glad we found each other. Welcome to the family. And if you are returning, glad to see you back. And thank you for rocking for the channel, but most importantly, rocking for yourself and doing this healing. All right, Libra. All right, let's just hop right here into your reading. What came through, Libra, for you initially here energetically and psychically is, I feel this month, Libra, it's a very interesting month for you because it's like I picked up the feeling of being very guarded, but not in a not in an arrogant way or not in a ignorant way. It was being guarded because you feel like you have to right now. Guarding your, I just picked up innocence, guarding your authenticity, around, people, places, and things that you're involved with or you, are concerning for you this month. Also to like protect your energy as well. But it's like, I'm picking up, Libra, that it's like, it's come to this point and this is where it needs to go now. All right, Libra, let's just hop right here into your reading. Okay. Libra, this month there's a very interesting like pull and give and take, a push-pull type of energy here. I feel like there are people, places, things, more than likely people, situations, relationships around you, Libra, that are like coming in like direct conflict or opposition to your wants, your needs, your desires. It's like Libra, it's a lot like this. You are having a little bit of trouble, I feel right now, upholding your end of the deal, whatever that may be. And the second party is having trouble with that as well. So it's almost as if like you and the second party are having trouble understanding each other's places within this relationship, circumstance, situation, partnership, whatever it may be. Not only do you not understand each other's kind of role or relationship or purpose, let's say, but as individuals, you guys don't really understand it right now as well. It's very interesting. It's like I want to say I'm like getting like power dynamics, but there's a lot here that has to do with like being cruel to be kind. And it's like you and the second party here are standing their ground or your guys' ground, which is a good thing, and being spiritually sovereign, but at the same time, it's push and pull. Things are going to come up, I feel, that look one way and they are we believe, Libra, in a sense here, it's kind of common for us to understand this, that we believe what we perceive, but it's a little bit different where it's what we perceive is what we believe. I hope that makes sense here for you, and I feel like that's a big thing for you this month, Libra. Knowing and recognizing that when like situations come up for you where you must kind of have to, I'm going to use the word endure those things that you didn't think you wanted or you didn't think were valuable, and they end up turning out to be very valuable, very spiritually sovereigntiness, if that makes sense, kind of here. It's also teaching you, Libra, like what's really important in your life and what are you willing to compromise? What are you willing to not compromise? And how the second party reacts to those, intermittent moments of when you decide, okay, I'm willing to compromise that, that's okay. And when you're just like, no, this is my boundary right, and I'm drawing it here. And seeing how the second party reacts to you is a big part of this as well, Libra. It's very interesting too, because it's like, on our channel here, Libra, I don't like to say the whole right and wrong thing. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's perspective. That's really what it is at the end of the day. And it's interesting that that's coming up because I feel that you and the second party can kind of see a little bit of each other's side, right? And you guys are not trying to do the whole blame. You guys are not trying to do the whole right and wrong, but you guys are both right and both wrong in a sense here. Like, it's like I said, about a lot about perspective, and it's a lot about perception here. Yes, you're still Libra and you have those archetypes of, seeing the other person, taking the other person into consideration, all of those, those Libran traits, right? They're still there, but at the same time, I feel here that, being a Libra myself, and I hate to put myself into this reading, but just for example, it took me a long time to realize that when you're born under the sign of Libra, you are learning about yourself. And I've told you this before, Libra, you are learning a lot about yourself through the other person, how they react to you, how they don't react to you, that mirroring image thing going on, right? And in me saying that, I feel like there's another aspect here where it's kind of like you are now really stepping into like knowing what your own independent identity is and standing up for that. And I feel that this energy here, Libra, it's like it's a little bit of, it's a shift, it's a positive shift, it's a good shift, but the second party is looking at that and kind of like being like, Libra's acting a little bit strange. Why is that happening? And then the second party is then kind of looking at what's going on, or they're trying to perceive what's kind of going on. And then that's where I feel like the push and the pull is here, where it's there's a lot of unconscious energy playing out here, but it's not like unconscious where it's like detrimental. You're holding steadfast, Libra, to who you are, and you're holding steadfast to what's really important in life right now, Libra, and it's really developing and knowing who you are. Because when you know who you are, you then can identify your boundary lines, your limits, your times when you need to be receptive, or the times where you need to be, ambitious, those types of areas, Okay, that almost fell on the floor, but we're going to take it. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles here reversed. So we get one more card here. Okay, that's two. We'll take, three. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands here, Libra. The Lover's card here. And the Knight of Coins here, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, Libra. It's really, like I said, identifying who you are, and you're actually starting to like venture out and make your own decisions. How can I say this? Make your own decisions without taking the other person into consideration, not in a detrimental way, but it's like when you finally see and realize, Libra, that you need to make your own decisions as well, and they're just as important as the other person's, right? And it's like, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, it's like healthy spiritual selfishness, if that makes sense. It's like choosing you, which is an okay and good thing, but it's a very new energy for you here, Libra. Let's see. Interesting reading here this month. Let's see. I want to get pop out maybe two more. Okay. Oh yeah, the Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're letting it go, Libra. You're letting go of the You're letting go of the past situation for. Okay, interesting that we're talking about the past here. Okay, you're letting go of the past, like shaping the future. You're letting go of bringing the past into what's going on for you now, right? Where it's like how can I say this? You're appreciating who you are now, not what you have become. And no longer, Libra, are you like going to the past in terms of trying to pull out information that can like try and like justify the future or to signal the future. I hope that makes sense, Libra. You know, it's like this, Libra. It's like, you know, when we look at situations and we take the other person into consideration, which is a beautiful thing, if we can't find any fault in, you know, or the error in that other person, we then, you know, switch it around on us and we're like, oh, it must be me. Where then that's when we're going to the past where we review it and then we review how we reacted to it at that point in time and where we can have or show improvement within the future where maybe we were more at not creating that scenario again for a future timeline, right? Or a future event. You no longer are going to the past to try and like do that, which is not, like I said, an unfavorable thing. It's a really good thing I feel here. Love and appreciation comes in many, many, many forms, and we are all a wealth of, you know, we all have wealth in many different areas, spiritually, monetarily, integrity wise, spiritual gnosis. You know, we are all wealthy. And I feel, Libra, like you're starting to identify your own independent wealth. And you're trying to understand and figure out where that wealth is and what it consists of. So that then you can bring that to your relationships, which then will strengthen and fortify it. And it's very interesting that we're talking about this too, Libra, because in your spread here, you know, initially, you have the Emperor here reversed, and you also have the Empress reversed. And they were kind of like looking at each other like this. See how they're kind of looking at each other, right? This is the push and the pull I feel here because, you know, the Emperor is, okay, let's say this, Libra. The Empress is an energy that gives and that supplies and that like holds that space, you know? The Emperor is the one who's like in a sense solidifies and makes like decisions and makes like the final call, if you want to call it that here, energetically, you know? So I feel like that's where the push-pull is, where that dynamic is maybe like being interrupted or being, I just heard intercepted at this time. And it's like you nor the other person doesn't understand really what's kind of going on right now, but that's okay. It's that switch. It's that, it's, what was it? It's that new field that, okay, what was it? That newfound field of potential, that newfound field of consciousness and the potentiality of new consciousness, if that makes sense here, Libra. It's very interesting. Yeah, the Eight of Coins here reversed. Interesting. You no longer want to work on things, Libra, that are of no value and that are to no avail here. Very interesting reading here, Libra. So I'm here, Libra, here in this bucket here, we have a bunch of famous quotes here from some really deep and spiritual philosophers, Epictetus, Aurelius, Seneca, and Plato. Let's see what comes through for you here, Libra. Let's see. Libra, March 2020. Libra, March 2020. Okay, we got two. We'll take them. The first one is here. All right. Okay. Every night before going to sleep, we must ask ourselves, what weakness did I overcome today? What virtue did I acquire? That's by Seneca. Very interesting. Okay, I like it. And then here's the second one. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. I like that, by Epictetus here. Yes, it's one of those things, Libra, where when we're growing as an individual and a person, it's okay for others by default to not understand at that point in time, and that's okay. But a pioneer, let's say, Libra, someone who comes and really changes things and changes perspectives and does it in a very unique way, in a very guided, spiritually guided type of way. People, places, things are going to look at that initially and be like, my God, Libra's crazy, or Libra's, foolish, or Libra's stupid. Like, what's Libra doing? And then when you follow that path, Libra, you then change as an individual, you spiritually ascend. And not only that, Libra, but then you improve yourself and the situation. And you also, at that same time, you hold that space and grant that other person, place, or thing to also do that as well for themselves. And they are able to see the benefit of it and the efficiency and the effectiveness of that change and being that pioneer, All right, Libra, that's what I'm getting here for you for March 2020. If you'd like to book a personal reading for yourself, Libra, go ahead and visit intuitiveperceptions.com. And you can also contact me on Facebook Messenger. All of those links and all that stuff is in the description box below. Also, to Libra, if this video helped you in any way, it kind of guided you, whatever the case may be, if it assisted you, go ahead and let me know by smashing that like button. Okay, Libra? All right, Libra, we'll see you next month. I'm being guided to pull a card in the center for you. Getting extra cards here this month. Let's see. Yep. Two of Swords reverse. This stands for Libra as well. You are no longer choosing confusion as a way of self-manipulation and staying in a situation that you know needs to be transcended. No more excuses. No more excuses and no more refusals regarding your ascension and regarding you growing as an individual. Less excuses and more like refusals in terms of you saying no to this and no to that, and that's okay. All right, Libra, we'll see you next month. And as always, God bless and love and light.